Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Friday evening. It's time for the Friday Comics live stream. Hopefully we'll get a few more people to join us. I see GTK Comic is in the chat right now. That's awesome. I think what I'm going to do tonight, I've got some books to show off that I got in the mail recently, some really cool covers. The September catalog just dropped on Third Eye's website, so I think what I might do is go through the September catalog. There's not a lot of covers, especially Marvel. It's too early yet. A lot of the stuff from Marvel, there's no cover art yet for it, but you can sometimes see who the artist is going to be. So that gives you some indication, especially if there's an artist that you like quite a bit. It might be worthy to take, it might be worth taking note of some of those books that are coming out in September. So there's still plenty of time to pre-order. Some of the stuff that I just saw the catalog when I got home. I don't know, it came out sometime today. So, if you're not early on that catalog, you do miss some stuff. And there's a couple variants that I would love to get, but they're already sold out at Third Eye. So maybe we'll see. Maybe I can still pick them up at some point down the road. But yeah, let's dive into it. I want to review that with Third Eye. Let me share my screen here. I'm going to get to the first page, and I have it by I've got it sorted by high to low. So the highest price variants all the way down to just the regular cover price. So that kind of gives you a good overview of what we're looking at. So let's take a look here. Again, this is the Third Eye September catalog. And a lot of times they'll do bundles. So some of these bundles, it's big money. $1,149. This is an Image Comics book. Daniel Warren Johnson is doing, I think he's doing the writing and the artwork. So he's got an original sketch cover for $1,000. There's a bundle of, I think, almost all the variants. Archie in Hell. Okay, we got Something is Killing the Children. So I want to highlight this book. I thought this one looked awesome. This is beautiful artwork here by Delato. Yeah, I mean, I can't get the whole image on the screen, but you can kind of get an idea. You've got, looks like it's a crossover with Swamp Thing. Is that what's happening? It says, in a world where the fears of children manifest into living, breathing monsters, this crossover, yeah, it's a crossover, brings one of horror's most iconic characters straight into the Slaughterverse. James Tynion IV and Werther Deildre, the superstar team behind the smash hit Something is Killing the Children, push the boundaries for the very first crossover story ever told in the fan favorite Slaughterverse. Two siblings who are lifelong comics fans find their way to horror comics in spite of the fears they inspire as the terrifying visions from the pages of comics start to come to life. Erica Slaughter will have to hunt down one of horror's most recognizable figures, the Swamp Thing himself. So this is kind of cool. I mean, I love that cover. First of all, it's a Delato cover. It's a 1 in 200 variant, so I don't know how many are available, but there's still some available here at Third Eye. I don't normally spend that kind of money, 1 in 100s are usually the most I tend to dish out money for. A 1 in 200, man, that's a lot of money. But I mean, this is a standalone title. It's the first issue of a crossover between Swamp Thing and Something is Killing the Children. I don't know. I think this could be a very, very good story. I love the cover art. I don't know. I think this might be worth picking up. So I'm all in on that one. So I love Something is Killing Children. I'm early on that. All the A covers since the first issue. Um, I've got a lot of variants. I mean, I've got a very, very expensive collection of comic books uh, with Something is Killing the Children. Pretty extensive. I mean, I've got most of the variants. I've got a lot of second printings, third printings, fourth printings, sixth printings. I've got a lot of the books. Most of the hot books and the rare ones I have. So, again, many thousands of dollars worth of books for sure. So I'm a big fan of Something is Killing the Children. I still think there's a lot of room for these books to go up in value. Remember, there's not been anything done, no live action, no animated show. Nothing's come out in the mainstream yet on this title. And I definitely see, I could see an adult animated show, like a kind of like in the vein of Invincible, right? It's very, very adult, comes out on Netflix or Prime, one of the streaming services. It makes total sense for this property to be developed. It's extremely popular. You've got a huge, huge collecting base of fans that buy the comic books that would absolutely watch the TV series, whatever streaming service that this would come out. I think it'd be extremely profitable for Boom Studios, very profitable for whatever streaming service it ends up on. I don't know which one it's going to have, which one it is going to take it eventually, but yeah, I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, to say I'm into that title is an understatement. So, all right, moving down, there's a Jean Grey bundle which is sold out. Which, man, I totally missed. I missed out on. There's going to be a couple really hot books coming out in September. I think one of the Jean Grey books for sure is going to be one of those. Again, Marvel, no artwork almost on any of the Marvel titles. You do have some artwork on some of these midnight releases. They're showing issue 2 on some of these. There's some bundles on issue number 1 of Midnight Spider-Man, Midnight Fantastic Four, Midnight X-Men. They're showing these 20-pack bundles. So that might be something you might be interested in. Exorcists number 1. So this is an X-Men title for Marvel. There is a 1 in 100 Ginny Frizen. It is sold out. I was able to grab one, luckily, before it sold out. I'm a big Frizen fan. I've got a lot of Frizen books, a lot of rare ones. So, usually I'm going to pick up a 1 in 100, and it doesn't always work out. There's some of the Frizen books don't always do well. A lot of them do, but some of them don't. I mean, it's hit and miss sometimes with Frizen. But I'm always willing to take the gamble. The other one I was really close to pulling the trigger on was this X-Men Incursions number 1. There's an Esad Ribic 1 in 100 variant. I like Ribic's art a lot as well, but I'm going to hold off on that, I think. There's a Wolverine Origin 3, The Dark Age, 1 in 100. There's no listing of who the artist is. That's still available. Who knows who that's going to be, but yeah, that could get hot. The one book I really, really wish I had, man, I mean, this sold out probably really fast. Jean Grey number 1, the Ito 1 in 100 variant. That's gone. I mean, I'm hoping I can pick up a copy down the road, maybe off of Midtown. That's going to be a hot cover. I don't think there's, as far as I know, I don't think there's been any cover art. I'll have to check Ito's. Is it Ito? I say Ito. I don't know if it's Ito. Some people say Ito. I was watching Jim's Comics video today, and he said Ito. So I don't know. Maybe the Canadian pronunciation is Ito. I'm going to say Ito. I don't know. Either way, there's a Spears Amazing Spider-Man 1004, 1 in 100. That is sold out at Third Eye as well. I'm sure it'll be a great cover. Mark Spears is usually pretty damn good. Swamp Thing is Killing the Children number 1. There is a 1 in 100 available. This is by Sherman. Sherman does the art for Absolute Wonder Woman, so I'm sure there's some fans of Sherman that would like to pick this up. The cover's okay. I like it. I put a lot of my money in that Delato cover, so I'm going to hold off on picking up the 1 in 100. I like the cover. I think it's good, but yeah, I went a little bigger on that with the 1 in 200. Sabrina the Teenage Witch #2. This sold out very quickly as well. This is the 1 in 100. Again, Oni Press, small publisher. I don't know how many shops are going to order a 1 in 100. Probably very, very few. So Third Eye probably had 1 or 2 available only, and they sold out quick. Again, this is going to be probably a hot book just because the print run is going to be very, very low. That's just not going to be an easy book to find. What else we got here from Marvel? Again, we don't see hardly any covers from Marvel. There's another Brooks cover for Spider-Woman. There's a J. Scott Campbell for Friendly Neighborhood Mary Jane. Friendly Neighborhood Mary Jane. Do we really need that? Is that a title that we really need to publish? I don't get it, but all right, whatever. There's a new title, new #1 for Maximum X-Men. So another X-Men title. This is a 1 in 100. We don't know who the cover artist is yet. Now this one I grabbed as well. It's still available at Third Eye. Exquisite Corpses Lone Gunman, issue #1. This is the Sebastian Firamira cover. I'm a big fan of his art, man. It's awesome. I mean, I've been a fan of his since that Harley Quinn cover came out a couple years ago. What was it, Harley Quinn #37? I love that cover. I mean, it's still one of my favorite covers that came out in the last couple years, and I like this cover a lot. The art is fantastic. Sebastian's a great artist. I mean, it kind of looks like Simmons. I mean, I think him and Martin Simmons have a very, very similar style. Sometimes I like if you showed this to me real quick and told me it was a Simmons cover, I would totally believe you. So, hey, Jeremy. Oh, he posted. Yeah, Jim posted his video. Yes, I was watching. I didn't get to finish it. I was watching it right before I started doing the stream. So yeah, I got maybe 70% through. So I didn't get to watch the end of it. But yeah, Jim Comics, he's back. Oh, you're talking about Itto. Sorry. Itto posted the Jean Grey cover. Oh, sweet. Let's take a look real quick since we're on the topic. Let's take a look. Ito, however you want to pronounce his name. I pronounce it Ito. Oh yeah, man, that's a good cover. Damn. That's going to be a hot book, man. A 1 in 100. Don't be surprised if you see people pre-selling that on eBay for $250, $300. That would not shock me at all. I mean, that is a great cover. This kid's so good, man. I'd love to have him on my show. I messaged with him back and forth quite a bit. And I've come so close to getting him on too. I want to get him on my show. I don't think he's been on anybody's channel yet. I kind of have a little bit of a relationship. He's done some artwork for me. He did a remark. I actually bought one of his personal copies of Ghost Pepper, that first variant that he did that got kind of put him on the map. I bought his personal copy, and he remarked it and signed it, and he sent me some original art with it as well. So, I've got a little bit of a relationship with him, but, he lives in Japan. He travels a lot. He's extremely busy. The guy's drawing all the time. So, getting him on the channel is proving a challenge. And I don't chase people real hard. I mean, I'm not going to bug the guy too much, but I've messaged with him back and forth a few times, but he's extremely talented. I mean, that is a great, great cover. And the fact that he uses watercolor, I mean, it just jumps off the page, man. The colors, the brightness. Yeah, I love it. There's nothing you can say bad about that one. Again, this is, Midnight Spider-Man. That's another book I'll be picking up for sure. Man, look at that. It's so good. That'll be in the September. That'll be in the September release. I don't think it's a variant. I think it's just a. I don't think it's an incentive variant, rather. So hopefully it's not. I don't know. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to try to get that either way. So, um, all right, back to this. Faramira. That's definitely one that I pre-ordered. Yeah, I like this Exquisite Corpse. I collected all the issues. I thought it was a great read. This is a series on the lone gunman, who was one of the characters in that story. Yeah, I love that. Now this one looks interesting. This is Detective #2. This is Bad Idea Comics. Now that is an homage. You know, the original cover. That's an old 19. I think it was a 1940s cover. That's the original is extremely expensive. I mean, that's like a $10,000 book in low grade. I think that's a really expensive book. So that is the kind of the, I think it's just a reprint of the original, isn't it? I think it's a reprint of that original cover, but it's in metal. This is going to be in a metal cover. That's why they're asking $100 for it. It's sold out. Man, that's going to be a hot book too. I'm pretty sure that that one's going to be sought after quite a bit by collectors. Oh, Jim's Comics. Yeah, he's been on my show. He actually, the only time he's ever shown his face is only on my show. Like he did like a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. It was probably longer than that, 3 or 4 years ago. I had him and the owner of Key Collector Comics on my channel, Nick. Can't remember Nick's last name. Nick the Knob. That's what Jim calls him all the time. I like Jim's comics. I didn't care for Nick the Knob. I think he is a knob. He was a little pretentious to me. I didn't care for him, but hey, to each his own. But yeah, Jim's been on my channel a couple times, and the only time he's shown his face is basically on my channel. So, just so you know, little history lesson there. Yeah, the Venom cover, right? Venom 261. I think that's his first Marvel cover. Yep, correct. So I knew it was a matter of time. You know, he was doing some independent stuff. Obviously, Ghost Pepper. I think Ghost Pepper was one of his first books that he did art for. You know, he's done some independent stuff, Power Rangers. I mean, he's done a lot of different books, some Image titles as well. But yeah, Marvel, doing some Marvel covers is big. I'd love to see him do some DC covers down the road. Imagine him doing some like authorized DC books. Yeah, GI Joe #9, 1 in 50. I got that one right here, buddy. By the way, I've got his two biggest GI Joe books. Yeah, let me show you guys real quick. Yeah, there's the GI Joe #9, 1 in 50, which, you know, that's at least $100 book or more. I think I got that for just a tad over ratio, maybe like $60, something like that. A little bit over ratio, but not bad. And the biggest one is, I think either this one or that Turtles cover that he did. I have that Turtles cover as well. The Turtles cover might be his hardest to find book that he's done. But this one's pretty tough too. This is the 1 in 100 GI Joe 21 Storm Shadow cover. Yeah, it's awesome with the foil and everything. This is easily a $300 to $400 book. Consistently sells $300 to $400. I've had people offer me like around $400 for it unsolicited. But yeah, that's going to stay in the collection. That's a tough book to find. Got two of each. Man, good job, man. That's not easy. Yeah, the Storm Shadow is my favorite. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a good cover. All right, back to our September pre-order list. Let's see what else we got here. And the Little Pony people are going to love this book. This is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number, the 1 in 75. Holy crap. That's going to be a tough book to find. Most shops are not going to order 75 copies of a My Little Pony book. No freaking way. That book will be worth money just because there'll be enough people that want it, and it will be extremely hard to find. But yeah, I'm not really a My Little Pony comic book collector, but I know there's some people that are. This is Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, issue 2. That is the 1 in 75 Simmons cover. I love it. I'm a big fan of Simmons. I think his art is always really good. And again, it's probably going to be somewhat of a tough book to find. I've loved all these Universal Monster series. They've all been really done well. They've been written well. The art inside is always good. I mean, I've collected most of them. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with that book right there. Another great cover by Martin Simmons. It Demands Sacrifice number 2. This is the Brett Bean, obviously the Dork series has propelled Brett Bean into a status where he does a lot of variant covers now, which is kind of cool that he's able to do that. Yeah, I mean, this art style is not really my cup of tea, but yeah, it's cool. I'm sure this book will do well. Again, some Marvel books, we don't know what the cover art looks like, or in some cases we don't even know who's doing the cover art. Swamp Thing is killing. Yeah, I love this cover right here too. This is another great cover. This is by Bueno. Yep, there's nothing wrong with that one. That's a 1 in 50. I like it. It looks like she's mowing the yard. Looks like there's a lawnmower involved there. Okay, I like it. This one, I grabbed one of these before it sold out. Thank God I did. I love this cover. Holy crap. The colors on this. This is a Star Trek book. I'm not normally a huge Star Trek comic book fan. I mean, I've collected some Star Trek books over the years, but man, this cover is fantastic. I love it. So good. I love this. If I can find a really good deal on a second copy, I might get 2 copies of this if I can find another copy. But yeah, that cover art, the colors on it, this is probably one of my favorite covers that I've seen for the September catalog. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Definitely fantastic on that one. All right, what else we got here? Midnight X-Men number 2. There's a Scan 1 in 50. I'm sure that's going to be pretty good. Scan's usually pretty decent. This one, now this is kind of I'm not a My Little Pony collector, but I love this cover art. This is so good. First of all, I'm a fan of the artist. I believe her name is Jennifer Mayer. She has very much like a children's storybook cover art type of feel to her art. She's been around for a few years. She's done covers for, I think I remember buying some covers that she did. She did like a Usagi Yojimbo cover back a few years ago. I think if you look her up on Instagram, she does a lot of like little story books. Comics is kind of like a side gig for her. She doesn't do a ton of comic book covers, but yeah, I like this cover. I think this cover is going to be sought after. And again, it's a 1 in 50. How many shops are going to order 50 copies of a My Little Pony book? Probably not too many. So expect that book to be hot. This is another one, Archie in Hell. This is a nice cover by Andolfo. A lot of Archie collectors out there. This is, again, a 1 in 50. I think that one could be good. There's another Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. This is the Danny cover. It's good cover art. I like it. Again, 1 in 50. There won't be a ton of shops that order heavy on that, so that again could be a book that is somewhat challenging to find. All right. Again, we can't see a lot of the art on some of these, so I'm just kind of page through. Not surprised this is sold out. Tales of Wonder issue 3. This is the 1 in 50 by Chuma Hill. Chuma Hill definitely has a very, very strong collecting base of followers. A lot of her stuff sells out all the time. I'm not surprised that this is sold out. It's good. I mean, I don't think it doesn't knock my socks off, but this book could be good because of a couple things. It's got Brian K. Vaughan doing the writing. He's done Saga. You know, he's obviously well known in the industry for being a very solid writer. And you got Chuma Hill doing the cover. Yeah, I mean that's going to be a hot book for sure. All right, what else we got here? Page through some of this stuff. Yeah, this is going to be a tough book to find. G.I. Joe, Tomb Raider #2, Ito. I mean, that's going to be a tough book to find. It's gone already. I mean, Ito stuff's hot, man. Jeez, it's like if you're not like on top of these catalogs right away, forget it. So, you know, that'll be hopefully something I can grab off Midtown the week before. You know, I don't know. Hopefully I can grab it at some point. All right, let's go down through here. I'm not going to mention every single book. I do want to show off some. I kind of dig this guy's art. Fila Brucatin. Nice guy. I've messaged with him a little bit on Instagram. I wanted to have him on my channel a couple of years ago when he I think he first broke in doing some Transformers covers. He did a couple early Transformers covers, like he did some. I think that when they reprinted some of that first issue or two, he did a couple of those issues. He did a couple covers for DC Comics. I think he did a Harley Quinn cover that was crazy. I dig his artwork. It's very detailed. You know, you can tell he spends hours and hours. I mean, this is a great cover. It's a 1 in 50. I like the art. I mean, it's kind of like a fine Waldo type of art style. I mean, you could sit there and find little details that he drew into the picture that, you know, you wouldn't see unless you really studied it. You probably could get a magnifying glass and like dive into this guy's art. Real nice guy. I would love to have him on my channel, but he doesn't speak any English, so I don't know. I guess until we have those Star Trek universal translators where you just like touch something on your chest and whatever you say comes out, you know, in a language that you understand automatically. I don't know. I know they got the phones now with Google Translate and all that can somewhat do that, but I don't know. When he said he didn't speak English, I didn't press it after that. So nice guy though. I mean, he was nice enough to respond to my messages on Instagram. So I like his art style though. It's cool. This is a Flops cover. Flops books tend to do fairly well. This is issue 2 of It Demands Sacrifice. Flops has kind of that. It's kind of like it reminds me of like a 1950s Art Deco pop style. You know, I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of a cool cover. That's a 1 in 20 incentive. Still available at Third Eye. All right, let's go to the next page. Oh, by the way, on that last page, there was a bundle. I did grab this bundle for Absolute. Let me go to it and show you. It's at the bottom of the page. Yeah, Absolute Batman Beyond Arc M. I grabbed one of these bundles, so it's probably 3 or 4 issues. They're probably priced a little higher. It's probably going to be a little, because it's a one shot, it's probably going to be a little thicker comic book. So it's probably going to be a $6.99 cover price, I'm guessing. So I grabbed that bundle. It saves you a little bit of money if you buy the bundle versus buying each of the individual issues. And I was probably going to buy all the issues anyway, so I just did the bundle. All right, again, a lot of Marvel titles we don't get to see covers, nor even know who the artist is on the cover. So we'll kind of page through this. So again, a lot of Marvel titles. And we're kind of, Captain America 17. I'm not pulling the trigger on this yet, but I like Takashi Okazaki's art. In fact, I have on the wall one of his first issues that he did the cover art for that kind of put him on the map. I want to see if, I wonder if any of you guys know who, I don't know, there's only 4 of you in the chat right now, but I wonder if any of you know what cover, his first cover I think was with Marvel, his first Marvel comic book cover. I wonder if any of you guys know what it is. I'm going to show it here in a moment. One second, let me grab it off the wall. I could be wrong. I think this was his first, one of his first cover art. I think it's his first Marvel piece that he did cover art for. But man, I love this book. It's such an awesome cover. Werewolf by Night number 2, right? Or number 1 rather. This is like the one in, I think it was the 1 in 50 by Takashi Okazaki. It's just awesome, man. It's so detailed, so cool looking. And I think it's the first appearance also of the new Werewolf by Night. I can't remember his name. Danny something or other. I can't remember his name, but I believe that issue has the first appearance as well. So I think this is still like $150, $200 book consistently. I remember at one time it got up to like $300, $400 raw. I mean, a little crazy, but yeah, I love it. Such a great cover art. All right, so I may be grabbing that Captain America 17 just because I am a big fan of Takashi. I like that anime detailed style that he has. All right. Again, Marvel books. We don't know what the cover art looks like. This one I grabbed, even though I don't know what the cover art is. I don't think, I'll have to check Instagram to see if he's posted it yet. He probably hasn't. He's a little late usually in posting art. Puppeteer Lee, I like his cover art usually. I think he'll do a good job with Spider-Woman. So I took a chance and I grabbed it without seeing the art. There's not too many artists that I'll do that with. Ito, definitely. Frizen, I'll do that. Puppeteer Lee, Delato usually. I mean, there's several artists where, yeah, I'm down to pick it up even if I don't know what the cover art looks like. So we'll see if that's a good one or not. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. All right, what else we got here? Got Venom. Another Star Trek book. We got the cover art on this. 1 in 25. It's pretty good by Gatos. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good art. I like it. I dig it. Man, this one's sold out fast too. I'm gonna see if I can grab this somewhere else. Evermind number 1. This is the 1 in 25 by Godtail. Oh, that's such a good cover. Look at that cover. Holy crap, that's so good. I love it. A lot of action, a lot of awesome colors. I mean, it just jumps off the page at you. That's going to be a hot book. It's a 1 in 25. Oni Press, kind of a small publisher. So I'm not sure it will be super easy to find at your local comic book shop, but yeah, I dig that cover. I like it. I'm going to try to grab that if I can find it at some point. I don't know. All right, here we've got some more Marvel books. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a 1 in 15 by Ford Drain. These usually do well. I'm not a Sonic. I mean, I've flipped Sonic books. If there's a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 75 Sonic the Hedgehog book, a lot of times I'll pick that up. Like we're at issue 92, guaranteed when issue 100 comes out, there'll be a 1 in 50, 1 in 75. There might even be a 1 in 100 because it'll be a seminal issue. But man, I know, was it 2 or 3 years ago? I think it was 3 years ago. There was a Sonic the Hedgehog. It was a one shot. I think it was a 1 in 50. I got it for a little bit over ratio, and I resold it for like $250 to somebody off eBay because it just was a rare book. It just never came up for sale. And you know, some of these collectors, the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book collectors, they're gung ho, man. If they need to get an issue, they'll spend the money. It's kind of like there's some certain Spawn comic book collectors that will just they'll throw down crazy money. I've sold some Spawn books for crazy money too over the years, like 4 or 5 times what I paid, easily, just because it's a tough book to find, and you know those collectors, they will throw down the money on certain comic books. So the 1 in 15 doesn't interest me so much, but yeah, issue 100, I'll be looking to grab probably the 1 in 75 or the 1 in 50, just because I know if I want to flip it, you know, it's an easy way to make money real quick because there's definitely a base of collectors that will pay that kind of money, no problem. I've done it several times in the past. All right, you got a couple interesting books here. IDW, A Quiet Place, Rising Tides. This is the 1 in 25 by Kirkham. Yeah, it's a good cover. Really good art there. I love it. Tyler Kirkham, man, he's good. He's done some good stuff lately. You got a Boba Fett book. Mike McCone did the 1 in 25. That's okay. I'd say that's average. It doesn't really do anything for me. You got a Frizzen cover. This is kind of a standard Frizzen black and white cover, 1 in 25. I grabbed it just because I do collect a lot of Frizzen covers. I don't think it's anything spectacular. It's okay. That's kind of like, I mean, Frizzen's so good that when she does a nice cover like this, we're just kind of like, it's all right. Because she's usually so good, you know. When she does a really, really good cover, you know it really stands out. This one's a solid B. You know, it's a good cover. All right, what else we get? We got some more independents here. Batman 15. David Ajah did the cover. It's interesting. Let's see here. Another G.I. Joe cover, the 1 in 25. Yeah, I've noticed this Fadme Yildirim has been doing a lot of the covers lately. These 1 in 25 covers. It's nice. It's a good cover. It kind of reminds me of an Homer cover, similar to that. Ghost Pepper. I'm not surprised this is sold out. And the 1 in 20. That's a Godtail cover. That's why. 1 in 25 by Godtail. Yeah, really good. Ghost Pepper variants, man, they sell. I mean, people buy them. You usually can't go too wrong with that. Cimmerian, A Witch Shall Be Born, #1. This is the 1 in 25 by Stefan. Is it Stefan? Purger, Layout Virgin variant. It's interesting. It's good art. I do like red covers, typically. All right, here's a nice one by Riccardi. I like his art, man. It's so good. Justice League Unlimited, the 1 in 25 by Riccardi. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. You've got Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman on the cover. Issue 25. Yeah, awesome. Great artwork by Riccardi. I like it. I like this guy's art too, man. Bertram, man, it's so crazy. I mean, look at the detail. I love that. It's so weird. It's definitely unusual. When he does a cover, you know it right away. You recognize it right away. I like that. Carmen Blade issue 3. This is the one in 25 by Bertram. That's one, man. I've got a lot of Absolute Batman comic books. I've got issue 1. I've got the second print 1 in 25. I've got a lot of the Absolute Batman books. I don't have the Bertram variant. That's one that, God, I really can't believe I missed that one. I really regret not having that. It's $250, $300 book now, right? Yeah, it's not cheap. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll pick it up. Oh, I just mentioned Omer earlier, who's done some G.I. Joe work. There's Mask number 6, the 1 in 25 by Omer. I like her work. I always say her. I don't know if it's a her. I don't know. I feel like it is. I don't know. But it's very anime style. I like it. Omer's done some awesome work in the past. All right, here's another Ito cover. I was able to finally grab this before it sold out. This is the Cimmerian, A Witch Shall Be Born, issue number 1. This is the 1 in 10 by Ito. Yeah, it's awesome. Man, they wanted $25 for that. I mean, is there a hotter artist right now than Ito? I don't know. There may not be. He's one of the best right now going, I think. Absolute Catwoman. Yep, that ends at issue 6. What else we got here? I'm not going to mention everything. Just something that stands out to me. Here's another Star Trek book. 0 Point number 2, the 1 in 15 by Gonzalez. Yeah, look at that. It's a crazy looking cover. That one is sold out. I'm not surprised. I love that cover, though. That is so good. I'm going to try to buy that one at some point. I don't know. That just looks crazy to me. That cover looks awesome. I don't know. I like it. Damn. There's always something to grab your wallet, isn't there? There's always something coming out. Some good shit. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna grab that one. Stuart Sager. I love Stuart Sager. That is a good looking book right there. I love that. Yeah, I'm doing a live purchase right now. I'm gonna grab it before it's sold out. Those Sager covers sell out a lot of times. It's amazing. Let me go back. All right. But that is such good art. I love that art. Fantastic. Really good. That's a 1 in 20. I just now noticed that. Oh, another Essentia book sold out. What a surprise. Oh, this is interesting. By Damon Poliadakis. That's a pretty good attempt. It's good art. I like it. I think I would be interested in that if it comes up for sale again. Yep, it's a nice cover art. I dig it. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, look at this Perillo cover. That's gone. Vampirilla number 8, the 1 in 20. Yeah. It's crazy looking, isn't it? What do you guys think of that cover? It's pretty good. Yes, it is never ending. That's the problem. What's the old saying? Opportunities are infinite, capital is finite. When do they post more ratios after FOC? Yes, usually after FOC. So we still got a lot of time. Sometimes you might see them post earlier than that if if there's a couple people that cancel, or if they ended up ordering more copies of a particular title, they may end up notifying you. So that's why you want to hit that notify me button on a particular issue if you're using Third Eye, because sometimes it'll be before FOC. It just depends, but most of the time it's around FOC is when you'll be notified, because they do get some people that cancel their pre-orders, or maybe they order more copies, something like that. But yeah, that's a good question though. But yeah, that's usually what happens. Right around FOC is typical. All right, what else we got here? Looks interesting. Titan Comics has another vampire book. Vampire the Masquerade Wake in Hate. Seth Adams foil. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like a biker dude or something. I don't know. It's interesting art there. All right. Oh, yeah, this Halloween the comic, by the way. I would definitely pre-order. I think there's two covers. This is the regular, I think this is the regular A cover. There's also, and there's another cover. Man, this is a good cover too. Holy shit. Look at that cover. Holy crap, that's so good. Who did that one? Tyler Walpole? Damn, that's nice. Oh, so many good covers coming out. Dark Stalkers X Street Fighter Hell on Earth #1. This is a one shot. This is a 1-in-5 ratio. Yeah, that's sweet. I like that cover a lot. Definitely like that one. You've got another Perio cover, Red Sonja. Yeah, that one's okay. A lot of people collect the bound covers, right? If a woman's bound in chains or tied up, yeah, people love that. People buy that shit. The kinky people buy that shit. I don't know. I mean, there's some people that's all they collect. They'll buy old books where the woman's bound and tied up, and yeah, there's a whole collector base just for that kind of stuff. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, everyone has their deal, right? That's a good cover right there. Ricardo Latina, Fire and Ice Dark Wolf, #5. Yeah, that's a good cover. I like that one. All right, what do we got next here? Hope you guys like doing this with me. I don't know. Maybe this is boring to some of you. I don't know. I like doing it. It's fun. I just like going through stuff. I mean, I'm kind of seeing a lot of the stuff for the first time. There's a Matina cover, Vampirella Paradise #1. It's a foil cover for $12. It's okay. Something is Killing the Children. There's your regular #1. That's probably the #1 A cover, but this is the foil variant of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I usually grab the A covers on all those books too. Here is the Swamp Thing Frizzen cover. That's nice. That's one that I will add to my cart. Yep, nothing wrong with that. It's a great Frizzen cover. Very good. And I like that it's not a ratio. It's not an incentive, so you don't have to worry about it being sold out. There's probably plenty available. So we're past the incentives now, guys. I think we might be at like 1-in-10s at the most, right? Yeah, most of these are like cover price or maybe 1-in-10s. that's a nice DC cover. DC's Naughty List by Zerdzi. That's pretty cool. Just in time for the holidays. Oh yeah, there's the 1 in 10 Frizzen. That's nice. I'm going to add that to my cart as well. I'm a sucker for a Frizzen cover. Damn, that one's good too. I like that. The one thing I like about 1 in 10s is they're somewhat affordable, right? I mean, they're not too expensive. 1 in 100s, 1 in 50s, man, it gets to be a little too much sometimes, I think. It does for me anyways. I don't know. I want to buy. A lot of times I just look at stuff. I'm like, I want to buy everything. I just want to keep going. Oh, that Godzilla cover is so good. Yeah. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just finish off a few things. Yeah, there's so many good books coming out in September. I mean, I say this every time. It just keeps going. I don't know. There's so much stuff. The problem I have is I'm running out of room. Like I've got a huge closet full of comic books. I've got an office that already has like 10 boxes, 10 long boxes, and it just it gets a little too much, man. I don't know. It gets kind of hard to. You just can't collect everything, and then I try to be picky and try to be like, yeah, I need to like calm down when I'm buying. You know, I try to be a lot more selective, but there's so many like this right here. I love that art right there. That is Tristan Jones. By the way, Tristan Jones is so underrated. So many people don't realize how good this guy is. Like the detail that he does he's like the best at drawing Godzilla. I don't think there's anyone close. Um, he did an Aliens cover. I have it. I have it in one of my boxes right now. He did an Aliens cover. If you don't think it's fantastic, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you just Google Alien comic book cover by Tristan Jones, it it'll blow you away. It's so damn good. Yeah, I had a storage unit for a while. My last house was a lot smaller, and I had to have a storage unit because I had so many damn books. So I was paying monthly. I think I was paying like $100 a month for an air conditioned storage unit, and it was only I think it was only like 10 by 8. It was small, like 10 by 5. I don't know. It was a tiny storage unit, and it was completely full of comic book. I mean, I loaded it and just put it up. I don't know, 6 feet high, full of comic books. But yeah, I mean, at some point, I'm probably going to have to get another storage unit. I mean, either that or I'm going to have to stop buying comic books. What do you think is going to happen? You think I'm going to stop buying comic books, or I'm going to have to buy a storage unit? Yeah, my bet is on the storage unit. But yeah, Tristan Jones again. That cover is so good. I love it. All right, what else we got here? We're on 1 in 10s. Ooh, that Tahani Farr. That was a nice cover. Stranger Comics. Yep, that's good art. Tahani Farr. She's a nice lady. I've got some early stuff for her. I think one of her first covers that she did. I've got a metal cover of one of the first covers that she ever did. It's probably 4 or 5 years ago. Ooh, man, look at this Burns cover. Archie, it's an Archie versus Terminator. That's pretty sick. I like it. Who doesn't like that one? All right, what else we got here? Barbarella. Leaded Gasoline. What the hell is that? David Murdoch. It's kind of a good cover. I don't know. Oh yeah, that one's good. Lycan #3. I like it. Lycan, I like it. The Lycan. Bradstreet's good, man. He does some good art. It almost looks like photos. He's so detailed. A lot of times it looks like a photograph. All right, what else do we have here? This is a good artist. He's definitely very talented. Nick Mernikonovich. That's his cover there for Savage Sword of Conan #17, cover D. That's a good cover. I like that. His art is very, very good. Ooh, Alex Horley's good too. Man, that's a good cover right there. Oh, I love that cover. Alex Horley is like, he is such a throwback. Like, he's like a Frazetta to me. He's done some iconic covers in the past. So good. There's the black and white full art of that first issue of Swamp Thing, and the Swamp Thing is killing the children. It's crazy. Ooh, there's a nice homage cover. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to get that one. That is so cool. Oh, that's great. That is so smart. Look at that. What a great homage cover. Look at the bicycle. Look, remember the bicycle? I have the original somewhere on the wall. Yeah, I have it over on the wall. All right, I'll show you. I'll show my 3 big. Your wife gets into me daily. Yep. I know. We're all there, brother. We're with you. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show my my 3 big Something Is Killing the Children books. I got them right here. Oh, actually, I got 4. I think the 4 big ones are the ones right here. Let me show you. So obviously, the first one I've got the one that was just showing the homage cover there, right? A cover, raw A cover in high grade. I've got the I think that's the second printing as well in high grade. Now this one was super hot at one time. I don't know if it still is, but it's my favorite to call cover. I mean, I think it's issue number 8. I think it's issue number 8, the 1 in 25 by DeCall. I used to have 2 copies of this. I sold one for like $250. Sold it way too soon. But this one was the higher grade copy. This one's a 9.8 for sure. I mean, this is one of these books I probably should get graded. That I've just kept in a MyLite. I've never opened it, never touched it. Literally slid it into a MyLite and never touched it since. So I have very high faith that this would grade at 9.8 or better. Who knows? This could be the first 9. This could be one of the only 9.9s. I think it's that good. I mean, there's no blemish on it. I've been so careful with that book. All right, the other 2 books this is probably one of the most expensive ones. Was that issue 6? Yeah, the 1 in 25 sketch. I got this, man. I bought this when these books were cheap for some reason. I got this for like, I think I got it for like $400 or $500. Right, this is like $1,500 to $2,000 all day long. Right, this book, I got it for like $400 or $500 graded. So this was 4 or 5 years ago, probably. I don't know, probably at least 4 years ago. Yeah, there was a lull in the Something Is Killing the Children. I can't remember when it was, but The prices dropped. Yeah, that calls a modern grail. Yep. But this is probably one of the most expensive Frism covers out there. It's up there. I mean, it's probably in the top 5 of her most expensive covers. So it's got to be up there, one of them. And then I love this cover too. This is the 6th printing. I got this cheap too. I think I got this for like $300, which, it's probably at least $600-700 today for this book. Just an awesome cover. It's the 6th printing of issue number 1. So yeah, I've got a pretty damn good Something Is Killing the Children collection. I've got a lot of the high grade variants. I've got A covers all the way through, so every single issue I've got the A cover for. So yeah, I'm a fan to say the least. But that is definitely a book that I would pre-order. I love it. That is a great homage cover. I love that cover. Fantastic. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, we got a Kingdom Come number 4 facsimile. That'll be interesting. Oh, I just saw that we have. They don't show the cover. They don't show all the cover art for the Absolute Arc-M. Interesting. Let me go back. I think they. Near the bottom here, yeah. So cover E, to be announced foil. That's a one shot. All right. So I did the bundle. I'm going to get it anyways. It'll be in the bundle. So yeah, it's just easier to do the bundle. I'm probably going to buy them all anyways. So I did the bundle. We're good. What else we got here? Some of this stuff, I'm probably going to have to review this several times. Wolf's Bite, number 1. Piranha Publishers, never heard of them. Club Nephilim. Remember that book was super hot when it came out, what, a couple months ago? Ooh, there's another Simmons cover. Mad Cave Studios. Victoria Jaguar, number 1. All right. That's a Simmons cover, though. I like Simmons. I'll probably buy that just because it's a Simmons cover. I have no idea if that's a good comic book to get or not. I have no clue. Don't know much about it. I'll have to read the solicitation on it. All right. Spawn 77, issue 3. I like Don Aguilo, man. He's a good artist. That's a great cover right there. Fantastic. Yep. I like that cover. Very good. And there's a Spears cover for that same issue. That one's pretty good too. I like the Aguilo a little bit better. All right. Oh man, look at this one. Absolute Superman number 25. Holy crap, is that supposed to be Brainiac? Absolute Brainiac? Yeah. That looks crazy. I'm going to put that in the cart. What a crazy looking cover. Holy crap. Yikes. Looks pretty scary. A little bit more intense than the regular Brainiac. Holy crap. That looks really good. What else we got? We got Absolute Superman 25. A bunch of covers on that. Sandoval's doing a cover. There's a Brian Hitch cover. I'm not a big fan of the Hitch artwork. It's okay. It's not something I would be making sure I picked up. And they'll just make a comic book about anything, right? Savage Sasquatch. We got a Sasquatch going to the moon, apparently. Oh my god, that looks crazy. Again, they'll make a comic book about anything. They made a comic book about an earthworm, right? So, again, Halloween, the game comic, I would definitely pick that up. I don't think you can go wrong doing that. That's a nice Nakayama cover. Wonder Woman 39. Ooh, look at this cover. Superman 44. Ariel Cologne. Man, look at that cover. It's crazy. What's going on there? I don't know what's going on there. That does not look like an Ariel Cologne cover. I don't know what kind of art that looks like. That's crazy. There's a big wraparound cover. Look at that thing. Holy crap. Justice League Unlimited 25. Rafael Perez wraparound. That's interesting. All right. Oh, I love Angela Wu, by the way. Yeah, I love her artwork. It's so interesting and unique to me. That's definitely one I'm going to add to the cart. Angela Wu, man, she is really good. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what it is. Her covers always look like they're weathered a little bit. Like she purposely makes them look that way or something. I don't know what it is. Superman's head looks a little small there compared to his chest, but I don't know. I like her art. I just think it's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And there's a Faramira cover. Yep, I like that. Sebastian, very nice. There's an EOM cover. He's been doing a lot of DC work lately. The Marvels. Captain Marvel. Shazam. I don't know. Do you still call him Captain Marvel? I think so. Ooh, Batgirl 25. The Cho cover. That one's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That one's nice. I wish we could see every cover, but yeah, we're not going to get that. David Parator. He's a great artist. Absolute Green Lantern number 20. Yeah, that's nice. Beautiful artwork there by Parator. Dark Knights of Steel. We're probably halfway through the list. This is a good, yeah, we're showing a lot of stuff here. Oh, look at that homage. Detective number 2. Oh my god. That's that pre-code horror. What was that? I think I have a crossed comic book that they did a few years ago of this. You know, they basically replicated the cover. Oh, look at this one. Detective 2. Oh my god. So crazy. I kind of dig that they're doing these old homage covers. That's so awesome. All right, there you go. Absolute Batman, Arc M number 1, one shot. B cover by Dustin Nugent. Yeah, look at that cover. Oh. Excellent. The old Joker there on a mountain of bones. That's awesome. Oh, it's so good. Man, there's so much good stuff coming out in September, guys. I don't know if my bank account can handle it. Oh, this is another must buy. Dan Mora, great Dan Mora cover. Detective 1015. I'm sorry, 1115. This is the 40th anniversary cardstock variant. Watchmen. Oh, yeah. I mean, Watchmen cover by Dan Mora. Yeah. It's called a no-brainer. That's one of the easiest decisions I've ever made. Oh, Dexter Soy's doing one of the covers for the Arkham cover. Oh, that's awesome. Again, that bundle, I'm just going to pick up the bundle because there's already 3 of them I really want. So, yeah, I'm just going to pick up the bundle. Here's another Simmons cover, Absolute Green Lantern number 20 by Simmons. Very nice. I like it. Ooh, there's a nice Homer cover. Dark Knights of Steel number 5 by Homer. Yeah, that's really good. I like that. Oh, man. There's so much, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's too much. It's too much. There's just too many things coming out. Oh, my God. We can't even see all the covers yet. Can you imagine when we actually can see all the different art that's come out? Hello Darkness is another Frism cover. Yeah, I love Joel Herrera's covers. That's so good right there. You cannot go wrong with these poster. I want you poster. I mean, people are always going to buy those. That's a great cover right there. I love that. Jeremy says, Wu's first big 2 cover? You mean Marvel or DC? I know she did a Absolute Wonder Woman cover. What, number 16, 17, 14? I think that was her first DC cover, was Absolute Wonder Woman. Angela Wu. Yeah, I like her art. I think the one that's really worth a lot of money that she did was that's super hard to find. I have 2 copies of it, by the way. Is she did a variant for Lilith number 2, maybe Lilith number 2. That cover is crazy. Yeah, so I think that will be one of her. So that might be her second DC cover because I think her first one was Absolute Wonder Woman. So that'll be her second one. But yeah, she did some independent covers. Lilith was one. She's done a few other ones. I think there's a Kickstarter that I pre-ordered a month or so ago that she's doing a cover for. That looks really good. She did a cover recently for Dungeons and Dragons. I think I have that coming on pre-order. I should have that by now. I don't know why I don't. But yeah, she does some obscure covers here and there. She doesn't do enough work. Maybe it takes her a long time to do that, to draw that. I don't know. Maybe that's something like that, right? I don't know. And there's a lot of stuff coming out. I may get to a stopping point here. I think what I do is I do want to show a few books off because I did say earlier when I started the show that I would show off some books that I got in the mail. I did get a couple in the last few days. But yeah, I mean, you can see I could fill 2 hours easily just going through pre-orders. Easily, I could do 2 hours because I'm still like only halfway. I'm not even halfway through. Yeah, I'm still not even halfway through. There's 48 pages and I have about 23. I'm about halfway through. So I think this will be a good time to, yeah, recent Kickstarter. I can't remember the name of the Kickstarter, but I know I pre-ordered it. I can't remember the name of the book, but yeah, I got it. probably should look it up. I'll tell you guys real quick if you want to know. You just go to your Kickstarter app and type in and go to activity, and it will show everything that you've backed. I think it was Crossover Division. Crossover Division, does that sound right? I think it was Crossover Division. I think number 8. I said 1 through 8 or something like that. The Woman, I think it's called. I only grabbed it because of her. I could care less about the book. I don't even know if I'll read it. I might read it. I don't find the Kickstarter books all that compelling. If I buy one, it's usually because of the cover art. I don't usually read them usually. So, you know. All right, so we'll show some books that I got in the mail. I picked up several copies of this Mask number 3 because I think there's the first appearance of one of the villains that's in the Micronauts or something like that. I don't know. It's spec that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I don't think it's going to do much spec wise, but I got them for less than cover, so whatever. It's okay. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I did do a blind bag opening last Friday with Jim's Comics. I don't know if I showed this off. That's the Daniel Warren Johnson Marvel Superman Spider-Man book. I got that. I got the Jim Lee black and white. These were sold on Torpedo Comics website. I was trying to get the Absolute Batman and the Absolute Superman. I was checking out in the checkout with both of them, and the Absolute Batman sold out while I was in checkout. So I was able to get the Superman, but yeah, I missed the Batman one. Oh well. You can't get them all, man. I mean, I try to get them all, but you can't. This was another exclusive. I think this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? I can't remember. Yeah, it was. This is a trade dress. Ji-Hung Lee, Absolute Batman number 22. Yeah, I know the glare is you probably can't see it too well because of the glare. Yeah, there's a lot of glare on that. Sorry, guys. I'm too lazy to open up the book. All right, these were definitely San Diego Comic-Con variants that were on Whatnot shows. I think this one, there were 1,500 people trying to buy this, and I think they only sold like 300 of them, 400 of them, something small. So I was very lucky to get these. I got the red foil, Absolute Batman 23 Clayface. That's the Dexter Soy red foil Virgin variant, and then there is a black and white version as well. And I did subscribe to Big Time Collectibles to get the foiled version of this. There's going to be a foiled version only available to people that are doing that 3-month subscription. You can do like a 3-month subscription. It's $60 a month, but you end up getting like 3 or 4 books that are worth more than $60. So it's worth it. I mean, this book alone will be probably a $100 book, the foil version of this. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dexter Soy art. I like that. This is another one. Ken Lashley did this. This was another exclusive through Whatnot. This is the red foil Ken Lashley. I have the original trade dress and version of this that came out 2 or 3 weeks before. This is the red foil, and then, man, the art only on this is so crazy. Look at that detail. Holy crap. Again, Ken Lashley, Absolute Batman 23. Yeah, just killed it. Just did such a good job. I grabbed this off of Midtown for $25. I don't know. It's the first issue of Dead Acre. By the way, there's the regular 1 in 25 variant. I love Wayshak, by the way. I'm a big Wayshak fan. And that is the 1 in 25, second print 1 in 25 incentive, which you can buy on eBay for $30. I mean, this book hasn't blown up or anything, but I love the art on that, though. It's so good. I'm a huge fan of Wayshak. By the way, Wayshak has a cover coming out. Let me show you his Instagram real quick. Hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I think I hit the wrong button. Jeremy says he buys Kickstarter for the cover only. Yeah, I'm the same way. Those are total cover buys for me. I'm not a big fan of reading. I'm not usually compelled by the stories. All right, let me share my screen. I was going to show that Instagram of Wayshak. He's got a really awesome cover coming out. I just love his art style. It's so crazy. Oh yeah, here's the Halloween comic book, by the way. So I'm gonna try to pick that up. Yeah, Wayshak did that cover. So Halloween, the game comic, which is coming out in September. Definitely gonna get. I'm probably gonna get a couple copies of that. I like that cover. Oh, it's awesome. All right. Yeah, this one right here. Jeez, look at this. This is issue 3 of Dead Acre. Look at that cover, man. The boot smashing the skull. I mean, oh, it's so good. That is going to be good. I promise you, that will be a hot cover. There is no doubt about it. I'm very good with figuring out what comic art is going to be hot. That one will be hot. I pre-ordered a copy already, and I'm going to probably buy a second copy at Midtown when the week before it releases. But I love that. Wayshak is just. I mean, more recently he's really known for that Nectar, uh, cover that he did several months back. Was that 4 or 5 months ago? I like his Odin cover too. That's my favorite cover on the Odin series. That's crazy. Crazy old man. Yeah, this one right here. By the way, I got 4 copies of this book. I got 4 copies. So, and I don't want to sell them. I think that book, whether that series does well, I don't know. The series is decent. I mean, it's a good read, but I think that book long term, people always want skull covers. Go back and look any decade you want to look at. People want to buy those skull covers. So I'm a fan of those. All right, a few more books to show. I've got a couple here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah. Absolute Batman. That is I think it's like the 3rd or 4th print. Daniel Warren Johnson. I think maybe the 3rd print, something like that. Destruction BR Lot. This is the nice little homage there to Department of Truth. I like it. You got Abraham Lincoln on the cover there. I like that one. All right. This is an obscure one. This was I think this is I can't remember what country did this. It's an Absolute Batman #2. It's the Daniel Warren Johnson cover, but it's in gold. I think this is the Arabic. Saudi Arabia. It's the AU. It's the AUD. United Emirates. Is it United Emirates? I think that's what it is. I don't know. I can't remember. I think I got this on a Whatnot show. It was only like $25. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely pick that up. I've seen this on eBay. It goes for like $50 or $60 on eBay. I just like it because I'll probably never buy the regular Daniel Warren Johnson cover because that one's like $250. So this is a good replacement. I mean, it's cool. It's just basically the same cover. It's just in gold foil. I think I may have shown these off before. Yeah, this is Dan Quintana. He did a swimsuit special, black and white and color. Got those. I think that was on a Whatnot stream, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's the absolute Wonder Woman. Dan Quintana did a nice job on that. I just got the trade dress. I wasn't able to get the spot foil or the virgin. They sold out too fast. I don't know. I was happy just to get the trade dress. That's okay. You can't get all of them, man. Oh, by the way, there's that Ken Lashley one, the regular Ken Lashley, and that's the virgin. Yeah. So to have that in black and white, oh, so good. And this is another absolute Batman. I think Barin's did that cover. I think it might be number 20 or 21, something like that. Yeah. Beautiful cover by Barin's. And then this one, I paid a lot for this. I mean, compared, it goes for more than what I paid for it. Let's put it that way. I paid a hefty. I did not pay $50. I wish I had gotten it for $50. But it's Money Shot number 1. I think it's the F's Off or something like that. This is the 1 in 50 by Suspiria. It just has a great, like, 1950s sci-fi feel to it. It's definitely going to be a hard book to find. I mean, you go on eBay right now. I think you can get it for $250. I got it for a little less than $200, but it was a lot of money. I mean, this is not a cheap book. But again, try to find this book. I mean, I looked everywhere online. I was trying to find it around Ratio, couldn't find it. So, little FOMO on that one. You know, hey, we sometimes overpay for things. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. That's the show, the Friday night live stream. I love comic books. I love talking books. I hope I didn't make it boring for you, but I wanted to go through a lot of those September pre-orders. I might refine it and do another show where I highlight, hey, these are my top 20 picks for September. So I may end up doing that, but I'm probably not going to do that until all the art is released or close to when all the art is released. So Marvel, they're slow. It's probably going to be another month or so before that happens. So I probably will do a follow-up show for that September catalog, but when a lot of the art is released, so I can kind of highlight all that. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. I hope you're having a great Friday. It's 10 o'clock. I'm done. I'm going to spend some time with the family before I fall asleep on the couch. Hope everyone is having a great rest of the week. Next Wednesday, I'll be doing the new Comic Book Day show. Again, I do that in the afternoon on Wednesday, highlighting the books to look for the following Wednesday. So make sure you check that live stream out. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Share my videos. I appreciate all the support. You guys have always been a good support for me, and I do appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.